Hello and welcome to Amazon Live. I'm Cheryl Locke, also known as Off the Jacks here in the Las Vegas area because I do a lot of car shows. So Jacks is kind of like a car jack that you would lift your car up. Now you know. I want to talk to you today about some great products I got here from Amazon because like I said, I do a lot of car shows out and about. I do their videos, their pictures, help promotion, all that. I also do Google Maps. So virtual tours where I go into a business and take 360 images and put them on their Google Maps. I also do those same 360 pictures for car shows. So when a business has a car show in their parking lot or at their location, I sometimes take 360 images to put on their Google Maps so they can show off that they've had car shows. I have all kinds of cool stuff. And like I said, I got most of it over here. Some of it I didn't get out of my car. So we're going to do as much as we can. And I hope to help you find items you need if you've got questions. I hope to have answers. I usually have answers. They may not always be right, but I got them. So we are going to look and see what I have in my little box over here to help you get started. I'm going to be talking about, first up, the camera I'm using right now. This is hooked to my computer. Lots of times I do my Amazon Lives on my phone when I'm out and about, especially. But today I am on at home, so I can do it through my computer and I can screen share and stuff. And that's why I want to show you my Logitech. Let me see if I can find it in the box. I've got a spare. See, I'm digging around in my box over here. No kidding. I am using one right now. I'm using the audio and the video, but throughout the years, I've had 4 of these. And because we had them on 3 computers and then we've given one away so someone could get online and do video and stuff. So this is one of from the other computer. Now this is 1080p. Logitech does have a newer webcam. This is the C920. I have it highlighted for you in the carousel. And if you're watching live, the carousel is right below the video. You'll be able to see all the products I talk about. Now, at any time, you can go ahead and click forward and backward and look at all those too. You'll also see the follow button. And if you click that, I'd greatly appreciate it. So here is the Logitech C920. Like I said, it is 1080p, which for a lot of your Zoom calls, Amazon Live, a lot of those things, this is a perfect camera. What I love about this, now the microphones are right here, so you don't have to have an extra mic. If you just want to use this mic, which I'm doing right now so you can hear it, and you can adjust it. So this piece right here, if you have a monitor right in front of you, whether it's your laptop or a regular monitor, you can set this right on your monitor and have it positioned. Now, if you would rather, this is another great thing. Right there, it's got the quarter screw. So I can use this on a tripod. In fact, the one I'm using today, because my monitor is too high and the camera would shoot over my head, I have it screwed onto a tripod so that I can adjust it to the height I want. It also, let me see if I can do this. I know being black, it's a little harder to see. You still have even more adjustment here. So even if you're setting it on top of your computer and you need to angle it, you can do that. Yes, it's dusty, and I'm sorry, but we use them. That's the cool thing. It even has my fingerprints because I had to grab it today. These are amazing cameras, and I'll pull it up on the Amazon page so you can see exactly what we're looking at. And that way you'll know when you see the page again. Now, it does have over 24,000 reviews, or ratings. I'm sorry, ratings. These cameras, everybody I know either still uses one or has used one. They're just great little cameras. They are discontinued, so if you want one, get one now. In fact, as of right now, while we're live, you can save $7.27, which is 9%. Like I said, I've had 4 of these. One we gave to a friend to use when they didn't have one. I love them. I don't know what else to say other than they're great. And I should get maybe one of the new ones at some point to see how they are, but mine are still working. So I haven't done that yet. I don't see a point in getting a new one if I still got one. So if you're looking to do Zoom calls, if you're looking to even record some videos, say you've got a YouTube channel and you want to be able to make some video from your desktop, here you go. Awesome. But I did want to show you how many times they've been rated 4.5 stars. Awesome, awesome, awesome. It's got a USB plug. Here, I'll change this over so you can see this again. So it will plug into your laptop or your regular desktop. Logitech. Here, Logitech C920. Awesome camera. I'll set that back there. We're going to have this. I couldn't put everything in my box. So as you can see, I've got my reflectors up, my laptop table. I had to put them up there because I just don't have room for everything in here. In fact, the reflectors are what I'm going to bring up next. And this is something else. I have had these reflectors for, I don't even know how long. A long, long, long time. A very long time. And I have 2 sets of them. One set is usually in the house. The other set is out in the car. I use these reflectors a lot when I used to do green screen video. And where I was at the time, I had basically a 3-foot by 3-foot area. No kidding. To do green screen with a puppet. We did animal facts and I had a puppet. And these reflectors did great for cutting down the shadow so I could take the green screen out behind the puppet, put her out at the beach or in the woods or whatever. So that's why I use these reflectors a lot. Let me grab this. I can't roll over a dog. I got dogs and they want to lay right next to me. And while I get the reflectors, if you see that follow button, go ahead and click it. I'd love it if you did. So, as you can tell, these reflectors are huge. Yeah, I didn't know quite how to show these. But, and I've got it unzipped right now. They zip up so that you can put it all together. This is the silver. There's the black. There's the gold. And of course, you see the white. Now, when you're using them, you can flip them around to get, trying to find my zipper and I'm on the wrong side. You can flip them around, turn them inside out to use the colors you're needing at the time. I use the silver and the gold a lot, like I said, for the green screen. Then you can zip it up. And doing this sitting here is not as easy as it looks because I usually stand up and I'm out and about doing this. There you go. Now, and I'm not going to be able to do this sitting down, I have a feeling. I can't get it done sitting down. Hey, dude, you can laugh at me later. I'm over it, really. They go, you twist them, and they fit in a bag. No kidding. They do. They will go down and fit in this bag. You twist them kind of like you do a lot of your sunscreens for your cars. And so this is super handy because when I go out, whether it's on job sites to do stuff, even here in the house, I don't leave them out all the time. I usually have them put in the bag and hung up. And of course, me trying to do any of that here isn't going to work for me. But they are great for directing your light. As you can see, I can get rid of shadows easily with them. And then, like I said, you've got your different colors. You just flip this inside out. And you've got your white in here. So, let me put this back up. And I'm going to put it back behind me again. There. And if you're wondering, my picture, my daughter, that's her. And as you can tell, it changed my lighting a little bit. Got some glare going over here. We're all good. It's a picture my daughter made when she was about 9. So I have that hanging up there. Can't buy that fine artwork anywhere. So let me pull up. There it is. And as you can see, this guy even looks like he's struggling to fold them. When I'm standing up, they're easy to get folded down. Sitting down, it's a little harder. But right now, they have a special. Specials come and go. I do not have any control over how long the special will be there, but right now you're going to save 10%. Then there's also a save 5% coupon to add on. So if you would like to use the coupon, you have that option too to save a little bit more money. Great deal. They've also been rated over 11,000 times. And I understand this isn't something that maybe everybody would need, but it's great to have them for those times when you do. And I have been to places that I needed, especially when I'm out at a business and I need to take pictures, and these can help me redirect a little bit of light, soften the light, do all of that really easily. And like I said, I have 2 packs of them so that I can get on each side when I need to, above or below, whatever I need to do with them. If it's something you've been looking for, there you go. And mine, I have had, like I said, for years. So they last, of course, like anything, if you take care of them. Don't leave them out and about. That's not good. Fold them up, put them away. And they do go into that little package I showed you. I think they even showed, oh, there. Yep, so I can just take these, throw them in the back seat of my car, or the box I'm going to show you later, a new trunk organizer I got so I can put things like this in there for whenever I'm out getting ready to go over to businesses and things like that. So that's another great item. I think we've got all kinds of stuff. My favorite so far it's been the Logitech. That's something everybody can use. And then the reflectors, which is a little more, not everybody needs them. Next up is something that if you do a lot of video, take a lot of pictures while you're out, can be a lifesaver. This is something that doing 360 images, I'm going to show you the camera later, but when you do 360 images, these cameras don't have a lot of storage space, some of them. My good camera that is more of a little higher end for 360 pictures doesn't have a lot of storage space. And if I have to do a lot of pictures, then it's going to run out of storage. And then what do? I don't want to run all the way home and download. So this next item can help with that. Also, it can help if you take a lot of video while you're on vacation. You go to a family function, whatever, you want to take video on your phone and you need somewhere to download it. You either have to take your laptop or maybe delete all the other pictures that you usually have on your phone. We have an answer for you. It is a great solution for anything like that. And this is something, like I said, everybody can use. And that's this SanDisk portable. I call it a hard drive, a portable hard drive. So I can download right to it because that saves me running home or having to delete other things. So, like I said, if you do a lot of video out and about, I go to car shows and I know people that they do video and they're like, oh no, I'm out of space. Well, they can't take any more video. So that becomes a problem. I just noticed my lights are, I had moved my lights the other day to do a video and boy, they're off kilter. I should have checked that earlier. Sorry about that. I'm not really as pale as they seem to make me want to look today, but I didn't readjust my lights and I'm looking going, oh crap. I just look really glowy. We'll just call it the glowy show. But here is SanDisk. It's been around forever doing hard drives too. So it's a well-known name. As you can see, 46,000 ratings, 5 stars. And honestly, this is a terabyte. And that's a lot of space for most people. Like if you're going to be gone on vacation, you're going to probably not use it. With my 360s and things, I use a lot more space when I'm out. I want to get one of these just to use when I do just my 360s and have different ones for different projects. Say one for car videos, one for 360, so I'm not having to worry, oh crap, did I already download that on my computer and my external hard drive on that? I would like, yeah. And let's see. Oh, check this out. As of right now, while we're live, I see a discount. If you're watching the replay, it may not be there. If you come and check it out later, it may not be there. Right now, 41% savings. So you can save $102. Yeah. That, I didn't even notice that when I pulled it up. I was just going to talk about it. Right now, $102 savings. I should just end the show here and go shopping. But I won't. I'll wait. Tempting. I could do that though. So yeah, $102 savings right now. This is 1 terabyte. And unless you do a lot, a terabyte, it's going to hold you forever. So get ready to go take that family vacation. Get ready to go do a weekend. Like me, I go 2-3 days for car shows, do all my videos on my phones, need to be able to download them. I can do that. Save space on my phone. I love that. I love those. SanDisk is good. I have used their little SD cards for years, and you probably have too. They've just been around so long. And also, when you're out and about, our next item looks simple, doesn't it? Doesn't look like much at all. But this is a power pack, a battery pack, a power pack, a charging station, whatever you want to call this, to charge your phone. I charge my little Bluetooth speakers. I charge my gimbals, my cordless mics, pretty much anything that you can charge through a USB, you can charge with this. I love this. It goes everywhere I go. When you look here at the blue lights, you can tell, as you can see right now, it's got 4 blue lights. So therefore, it means it's got a full charge. This has a full charge and is ready to go. I believe it says you can charge your phone 5 to 7 times with this. When this has a full charge, you've got 5 to 7 charges for your phones. Every device is different, so you got to keep that in mind. But when I go to a car show, I can take this. I don't have to look for a plug. I don't have to walk back to my car and plug in my phone, my gimbal, my cordless mics, all of that. I charge on the go. This is the perfect size for me because it is slim. I stick it in my jeans back pocket and I go. And I walk and charge things as I go. I don't have to stop and sit for an hour waiting for my phone to charge if I can even find somewhere to plug it in. So these power packs are great. This one is amazing. And here we go. I'm pretty sure, there you go. I was going to say, I know it tells you on there exactly how many charges, and I've never paid attention because I charge so many things all the time, especially when I'm out and about at car shows. And sometimes I go out for a couple days, and this is all I've got. Like I said, you can use it for everything. And honestly, all my friends know I carry this everywhere. So when I am at car shows or whatever and their phones are dead, they come hunt me down to see if they can borrow my charger. And I'm like, take it, bring it back. If not, we're going to have an issue because you can't lose my charger. But Anchor, like everybody has used Anchor pretty much. And you can tell that because they have over 48,000 ratings on this. And it is 4.5 stars. I don't know why they're not 5 stars. This, amazing, amazing, amazing. Want to be able to charge your phone, your devices, all of your stuff, and for your kids, your mother-in-law, and your friends. Because, yeah, sometimes I'm like, where is my charger? And I'll have to call whoever it is. Can I have my charger back? Get one. Have it with you always. I take it to the grocery store because you never know when you're going to be out. Something's going to happen. You're going to have to sit for too long and your phone will go dead. I mean, there could be something. I used to take it to work all the time too. When I worked for I did tech support for a big company. And I would take this just in case I accidentally left my phone on and it went dead. I had this so I could charge it. Because even though I did tech support and had a phone, you couldn't call out. So it became a problem if you had to call it home. So get yourself an Anker power pack. Power bank. I'm sorry, it's power bank. I don't know the technical terms always, but I know what I like. And I love those power banks. I have another one that is a different brand that I'll show some other day. It works great too. The size of it is what is a little harder for me because it doesn't fit in my pocket as well as this one being this size. Fits in my pocket great. I should look for some more just to test them out and see how they are. But so far, the Anker's my favorite. We won't tell the other brands though. So next up, I got to see which one I pulled up here. So I got the right ones. This is for my iOS. Let me get down here in my little box. I have a little thing here. This is just what I used to store my mics because I got to have something to put them in. And I'll pull up this page so you can look at while I'm pulling my things out. Saramonic cordless mics for your phone. The first one I pulled up is for your iOS device. And they have them. I'll get up. I have another one. I have them for two different phones because I do run an Android and an Apple iPhone when I'm out. Do I have to say Apple iPhone or is just saying iPhone? I don't know. All I know is I have one of each. And to do Amazon Live, I needed the iOS, so that's why I got it. And normally I had always ran an Android. But now things have changed. I talk to you while I'm out and about sometimes, and therefore I needed one for that device. Now, I'm going to show you the difference between the two. I have them both listed in the carousel. So if you run Android, you can click through and see the Android one. Here, let me pull this up. No need to show you on a little big box. These are the receivers, the mic receivers. As you can tell, they're exactly the same for the most part. Except, let me see if I can get a good, there. Maybe you can see those. How you connect them is different. This is for your Apple. Let me pull it back, see if it'll adjust. It has a little different. That's not adjusting very well. It wants to auto follow. And this is for your Android. So there is a difference, and this is it. If you get the iOS and you run an Android, it will not plug into your phone. So I'm going to pull off and demonstrate with my Android because I'm using my iOS right now for doing Amazon Live. It works the same way whether you get the Android or the Apple one. It's going to plug in, and I'll just like this. And as you can see, the little dot is flashing. That means it's plugged in. I do take my case off because it doesn't plug in good with your case on. keep that in mind, that it may not connect well, and you'll want to see that blue flashing. Now, for me, because I have both Android and iOS, these are my mics for my Apple, and that's why they have the white tape on them, is so I can keep them separated. They work the same. These are paired to my iOS, so I don't want to have to keep repairing the mics to the receiver. So this is easier for me. I keep them separate. And as you can tell, these are the ones for the Android. So they're exactly the same, other than the white tape and which receiver I have them paired to it at this time. You also get 2 charging cords so you can charge them. You don't charge the receiver, you charge the mic. The little mic pieces, they charge really easily. Just plug them in to your Anchor. No kidding, I plug these into my little Anchor power bank whenever I'm out and I need to recharge them. They come with 2 corded lapel mics. So you can connect these, hook them up, and they plug right into the mic. These are great whenever you do video at events. So if you're out at an event and there's a lot of background noise, having that lapel mic up next to you will help cut down on that background noise so people can hear you. Now, why did I get 2? So I can do interviews and we can both have one. You also, this has right here is also a mic. So you don't have to plug in the lapel mics if you don't want to. You could clip this on if you want to. You can also clip it so that, like when I'm at a car show, if I want to, and people want to hear the cars, not just me. So I can use this more as a directional and actually point it, it's going to pick it up. Now, I showed you, you plug them in and charge them. You can attach your lapel mic. Now, over here on the side, which I know you probably can't see, but there's 2 buttons here, right there. Those are your volumes. Good afternoon, Brad. These have, you can tell they're on, and the little light I showed you earlier, when you plug it in, the receiver will go solid when they're plugged in. Let me see if I can show you this. Now, each of these has a volume, and I'm going to try to show you. See how this blue line is, the bright blue is getting smaller and then larger? That's your volume. So right now it's louder, and I can turn it down. The thing is, as you can see, these are 2 different volumes right now. So this one is lower. This one has more dark blue, so it's louder. Why is that important? Because when you're doing an interview, you may interview someone who talks really quiet. So you may want to turn their volume up. You may have a louder voice, and if the volume is the same on both mics, then when you go to edit, you're going to have to find every piece of where the other person talked and boost it. So you're going to be cutting and editing a lot of audio, which can be a royal pain in the hiney. And I'm saying that nicely, guys. It's super problematic. It takes so much time. So with these, I can adjust the volume separately so that we have more an even interview. My loud voice is toned down a little. Their soft voice is brought up. Makes editing so much easier. So, like I said, you can get these. I do have them in my carousel, both of them, for the iOS and the Android. And the receiver is the difference right here. As you know, both of them have a different way to be plugged in. You'll need the case off, and you are good to go. They just plug right in. And like I said earlier, and I don't have it on video, but when your mics are paired, this will go solid blue. So you'll know for sure they are paired. And those are the Saramonic. I think I said that right. I don't know. Yes, they are amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love these little things, and that's why I have one both for Android and iPhone. And there, I just wanted to pull them up so that you could make sure. So when you go there, you're going to look and make sure which device they are for. Because when I first ordered them, I only had an Android, and I ordered the iPhone one. So they got here, and I'm like, this doesn't, you can't plug it in. It wasn't their problem. It was mine because I ordered the wrong ones. I can admit that. But having separate volumes is great. Having the lapel option is also great. And like I said, I got 2 mics so I can do interviews easier. I decided if I just had one, that could be problematic. I have not had the, I haven't had them disconnect on me. Out at the Speedway, out at the Las Vegas Speedway, it is right next to our Air Force Base. And it can have some connectivity issues for everything. I can't get hardly anything to work out there. Other than that, I've had people in the other room. We connect fine, and it all goes through my phone. Also, when you use a gimbal, I'm going to show you. I have one gimbal that if I'm going to use my cordless phone mics, I have to use it. And I will show that to you here in a little bit. Because there is, if you run on a gimbal, you could run into some issues when you go to use a microphone, especially a cordless mic with a receiver. But we're going to get to those here in just a little bit. Next item up in my carousel. Let me see if I have it over here so I can actually pull it up while I find it in the box. I had so much stuff today. I love talking about my cameras and my mics and all my tech stuff. Let me pull it up. There. This is going to be, well, that picture didn't show, a time-lapse camera. Now I know what you're thinking. My phone does time-lapse. Oh, I can set my laptop up or my big DSLR. You're right, you can. And those are great. This is for if you want to do a long project, if you aren't going to be able to set up all those other things. Here is an easy way to do it. I got this, I forget, 2000, I think it said 2015 on my order form whenever I went to look. And I have used the heck out of it. So, where did I? Now I'm going to warn you. It's not pretty because it is used a lot. It gets, in fact, I've got a video I can show you of one of the ways I use it And I'll tell you a little bit about it before I show you the video so you can get some ideas on what you can do with this. It's not a professional grade. I'll let you know it, but of course for that price, you probably already figured that out, huh? Here it is, right there. Yes, it has tape and goo on it because I tape it to a GoPro suction cup on my, I take my GoPro suction cup, put it on my dashboard, tape my camera to it so I can do time lapse. I know you're thinking, why would you do that? Because when I'm traveling, say I'm going to a car show that's an hour and a half away, and I need a little B-roll to kind of show that I'm not just running down the street. I'm going somewhere. And there's some scenery. That's when I turn this on in my windshield of my car. So it's not fancy. It's just going to be something a little fun. And I have a video for you. And the video is me leaving my house. And no, I started the video a little past my house so people can't like know where I live. That's not cool. And it's me driving an hour and a half to a car show. I even have on the video me stopping to run in to go to the bathroom because that's what I had to do, you know, that early morning. So we're starting out at dark and I am running down to Fort Mojave for a car show. And I'll let you see the time-lapse video I used at the beginning. After I put their video together of the car show, I put this at the beginning so people could kind of ride along with me. And it's all done with this little Brino camera. I had to make sure I said that right. And this is set at about 5-second intervals. And yes, it's taped to a GoPro suction cup on my dashboard. And we are driving through the desert. Got to stop and go to the bathroom and head on out. This is all taken with that Brino. Probably should have cleaned my windshield a little better, huh? There is no audio option on this. Pretty cool, huh? There is no audio option on that camera, which makes sense. I've had people ask in the comments before, does it record audio? No, because you're going to set the intervals for a time lapse isn't constant. So therefore your audio wouldn't fit the picture. So there's never audio with a time lapse, just in case you're new to time lapse. I wanted to do time lapse for something fun. When I originally got it, I got it so we had some building going on behind us, so I wanted to catch them building this new school. I've used it for my cactus flowers as they bloom and then shut each day. And I wanted something fun to try time lapse. And that's why I got this. And like I said, it has been attached to everything. It does have a screw, so it's been on tripods. I've done videos at car shows where we set it up and showing the parking lot. And then as the parking lot fills up, I've got time-lapse video of it filling up. Instead of spending an hour or 2 hours filling up, I've got it in just a minute or two. So kind of fun. With this camera, you can also have settings like your white balance. You can do outdoor, indoor, and set your time intervals. So you can set it to take a picture, say, every 1 second, 2 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, a minute. If you're doing a longer thing, such as like a house being built, you can set this also for a custom time. So you want it to take a picture every 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And then you only want it on, say, from 7 o'clock in the morning till 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You can do that with this too. It's kind of crazy. The video itself is 720p, so it's not going to be 4K, but it's excellent video for, like I just showed you, where you're going to be doing some time lapse of something fun, your trip, something for the kids. I love it. It's easy too, because you just turn it on. You're going to need a little an SD card for storage. Storage and batteries, it doesn't take much, because it's only taking a picture every, see, like there, I can set it for every 5 seconds. See, I can take a picture every hour or custom. And I'll do this, say 1 minute, click OK. And I can't see what I'm doing. Oh, there. And now that it says ready, I can go into other settings, but I'm not going to right now. Then you're going to see the little picture. And when you're ready, you can click this and it will go and start taking the photos when you request it. Now, this gets done. Say you have got your video. I drove all the way down to Fort Mojave and I'm done. I turn it off. Now, when I go to get this off my SD card, I don't have to do anything. I don't have to try to put it all together. This is my Ultra Plus. Some SD cards are better than others. Get a good one. It is already a video. I don't have to go and try to start stitching together. It's done. Saves me time. So I know I've went on and on about this, but I love this little camera. It's less expensive now than it was when I bought it. I am so glad I got it. I can even turn it so I can see. Want to do something fun, different. In fact, I had a video. I put it up above, over in the corner, and pointed it. And then I did a video of my day working at my desk, editing video and doing what I do. And so it was a time lapse of my day. If you're looking for something cool, here you go. Not expensive either. And you can think of all kinds of things to do. Or at least I do. Next up, now what this next item is basically to go along with that, in case you do want to do something like put it on your dashboard. This is the exact item I use in my car right here. I don't have a GoPro. I've never had a GoPro, but I have this little attachment to stick onto my dashboard, and then I just tape my time-lapse camera to it. I know it's not what the suction cup was made for, but it works for me. That's all I know. And these do work great for GoPros. I just don't happen to own a GoPro camera. I need one of those too. I do believe. I would like to get a couple of GoPros to attach for different things, like whenever we're doing car cruises and I'm going along with the cars. That would be kind of cool. Or to put in one of our rat rods, or one of the classics. We're going to have a Christmas cruise coming up with Santa Claus. He's going to ride in a convertible. So having a GoPro to point on him and Mrs. Claus as we cruise the Las Vegas Strip, that's cool. like I said, I can only afford so much. And GoPro hasn't been in my budget yet. One day I'll get it. Now, if you're new here, click the follow button right below the video. I'd greatly appreciate it. It makes me happy, makes Amazon happy. That way you can find more of my shows, maybe catch some out at a car show. If you got a question, there is a chat feature, and you can ask questions about the products I'm showing. I'll try to help you answer them. All of these are products I use all the time, some more than others. I will say that. So you're welcome to ask questions. Also, I am off the jacks on YouTube, Giphy. I have a verified Giphy account of car shows. Twitter, TikTok, I don't know, Facebook, you can find Off the Jacks. Next up, when we were talking about the cordless mics and that you have to plug them in to to your phone, and some gimbals don't work at all. And I'm going to show you why. Here is a cordless mic. As you can see, it's attached here. Some gimbals, you have to have your gimbal butted up here. And I have one of those, but I can't use it when I use this. So this is the Dji Om4. And before I get started, I pulled up the wrong one. I connected to the OM3. This is the OM4. So I connected to the wrong one. Sorry about that. I messed that right up. This is the Dji Om4. And it is different than the 3. This one they both have the tripod that you can put right on here so that you can, stand it up. Makes sense. Then, with the OM4, and I'm going to show you the difference so you know whenever you click over, I'm showing you the other one because I made a mistake and I can't get it corrected on my phone. Here you go. It's small and compact. You open it up, and here you go. It's ready. The OM3 that I linked to, this is what is different. On the OM4, this piece comes off. So I can just grab this and take my phone off and talk on my phone, take a still picture, whatever. This is magnetic. And it's a heavy-duty magnet for sure. It's not going anywhere. I've ran across parking lots with this, and it's never failed me. So let me get this back so I can hook up my phone. This is always the fun part of going live. Getting it on and off. And getting this set right. There we go. I always get this wrong. I'll see if I can do it right today. I did it wrong last time. And I might do it wrong again today. Okay, we're going to see if I got it. Nope, I got it backwards. That's how I usually do it. Backwards. me see if this will work better. Okay, and I'll move it up. I can be out at a car show and get this done in about 2 seconds. Not today, though. No, I went backwards again. I cannot believe I've done this twice now, and it's backwards each time. I should pay more attention to what I'm doing. Okay. I think I got it now. I don't know how many times I've done it backwards. All right. Here we are. It is on. Now, you won't be able to see these because of the lights in here, but it does have lights. The green is on. The other 3 lights will tell you how much charge it has. This does have an app. I'm not using the app. But as you can tell, I can still use my cordless mic receiver plugged in and use the gimbal, which is great. So when I have my cordless mics, I have to use this gimbal if I want to be able to plug this in. Now, one of the great things is now I'm in what I call Tick-Tock mode. And this is all being done right here without much issue, other than I should have put my phone up a little bit higher. Now, say I want to do some TikTok or some I'll take this off for right now. Hang on. Just so you can see and we're not distracted by the mic. Now, if I want to take some TikTok video, I can do that. But what if I want to all of a sudden go and take vertical or horizontal video for YouTube? 2 clicks. No kidding. 2. I simply check that out. Is that not cool? That's one of the great things about this, and it is the OM4, not the 3. I oopsed. Now you can use this just like you did before. This is also going to help your video be stable so that your video, when you're walking around, if you just hold your phone and walk your videos like this, with this, it's going to keep it stable. You're still going to have to be normal. You know, you can't be doing this. But when you walk, it's going to help smooth that out. Then you can also, instead of everything being a manual movement, you can do it and get a lot smoother video by doing it this way. Now, I do want to give you a big tip that I always, when I talk about gimbals, one of my tips is never let go of the handle when the power is on. So as you can see, the power is on. If you let go of this handle, it is going to spin like this, and it will destroy things. Don't do that. Always make sure you turn it off before you let go of the handle, because otherwise, yeah, it will just tear up the motor. And I know this from experience. And like I said, with this OM4, I can take it off, and then I can take a still picture. I can talk on it. I can do whatever I want to, right like this. And then instead of having to go through all the hassle I just went through, all I need to do is there. And it's ready to go. And my video, I can do my video. I love my gimbals. And I did link to the wrong one. Look for the 4. OM4. If you don't have the audio on, you're not going to hear that. And I'm sorry. I made an oops. Not the first oops I've made today. I've made several just in this video because I'm that special. But like I said, you can put it on your own tripod, on a selfie stick, whatever you need to, if you want to do other things. There you go. I can't believe I linked to the wrong one. Some days are just like that, huh? If you're just getting here, you can click the follow button down below. I greatly appreciate it. Makes my dogs happy. Makes me happy. And then some. And so you know who I am. I'm Cheryl Locke, also known as Off the Jacks, here in the Southern Nevada desert. Also a lot of other places. I do video of car shows, which you probably knew that by now if you've been here long. Thank you very much, Ryan. I greatly appreciate that. My dogs are also extremely excited. They just happen to be laying on the ground snoring while they're extremely excited. Let's see. The next item, I'm going to grab it. Last time I put everything back here and then grabbed it, it didn't work so well because I ran out of room and had things stacked up. So I put everything everywhere else today. Hopefully, all of it is within reach. But I'm not going to bet on that. Never works that way. Next is, I'll pull it up here so you can see it. I'll kill that. Is my Acer laptop. I normally run everything on a desktop, but if you have to leave home, me taking my entire desktop, monitors, and everything was really not practical, especially if I had to stay somewhere at a hotel or whatever overnight on a trip. Then I have to load all of it in the hotel room, then load it back out the next morning. And yes, Elizabeth, yes, the review is for the OM4. And I made a mistaken link to the 3. I didn't even see it. But if you want the removable piece, that is the 4. The 3 has this attached and you can't remove it. The 4 is the one that gets removed. Whenever I line up my shows on this and I can't always see what I'm getting. Usually I try to be better, but this is the 4. Next time I do this show, I'm gonna double check everything. Is it Monday? It is Monday. That could be it. And the Acer. This is an inexpensive, to me, I thought it was fairly inexpensive and it works great. Let me power you up. If it will. Yep. Now, I know it's going to be hard to tell, but it does have backlighting on the keyboard. So that helps so you can see it if it's dimmer lit. The image itself, the screen does great. I've got my programs on here to edit pictures and video so that when I'm out, I can edit those. I mean, seeing this, there isn't much to see. You know what a laptop is. It's a nice size. It's lightweight. I also, which side am I on? There you go. I'll pull this over so you, maybe it shows it on here. Where is my mouse? Oh, there it is. It's got USB 2, headphone speakers, a USB 3, Type-C, HDMI, Ethernet, fingerprint reader. When I had surgery and I had to lay on the couch, I couldn't get in here and watched a lot of Amazon Prime videos. I hooked this up to my TV with the HDMI. I had my cordless mic or my cordless mouse so that I could just lay there, do what I was supposed to do, be able to watch movies on my TV from Amazon Prime and my laptop. The charging, it seems to stay charged for a long time. I don't live on my laptop like some people do. Some people use their laptop for everything. I don't. So for what I used it for, it seemed to stay charged for quite a while. I do also have some, like I said, video and editing, picture editing programs. I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but I use Adobe stuff. I also have paint.net, and I put those on here so that I could do that if I needed to when I was out. Instead of wait until I got home, I can do all that while I'm traveling. Makes it great. And I hope to get to travel some more soon. I'd love to go somewhere. Don't know where. I want to go somewhere with a car show. Makes sense, doesn't it? So if you or one of your kids needs a great little laptop, check out the Acer Aspire 5. I never thought I wanted a laptop, but it does work well. And I am Cheryl Locke, also known as Off the Jacks, and I do car show videos. I bet you're figuring that out, though, aren't you? So I do a lot of video on the go. I'm not always sitting here doing my video. In fact, today I couldn't even get my camera and everything lined up. I've got so many curtains and everything going. I'm like, that's okay. You're here to shop. You're not here to look around my office and see what's a mess. Next up is this Fanny Pack. And it's not camera gear. I know. But what it is great for when you are doing video. When I'm running around, I've got a gimbal in one hand. I'm trying to do things. And when I do a 2.5 hour video at a car show, I'm switching my hands. I need to have my ID on me. I need to have my car keys. There are certain things I have to carry with me. And if I have a purse, that's just a pain in the butt when you're trying to do video and walk between cars and everything. So this is a fanny pack. And I know what you're thinking, Cheryl, fanny packs. Oh, you can look like a tourist for a little bit. And yes, it does come in handy for when you're running around. These people look like they're flying on a plane. I don't need one then. I need it for walking around doing car shows. So I can carry extra things with me, even if it's charging cords. Maybe I want to put my mics in because I'm not going to use them maybe right then. I want to use them later. We're going to be going to the SEMA show here in Las Vegas here at the beginning of November. And I'm going to be there for 5 days all day. And I never know what I'm going to need, if I'm going to need my mics. And to run all the way back up to the media center and get stuff out of my locker is hard. So to have a nice little pack to carry things in and keep your hands free is great. And tourists wear these, and I know why. It's because when you have a purse just over your shoulder, somebody can run by and grab it. Somebody ain't running by and grabbing this. They can't just, it just doesn't work. So that's why I had this up. Also, it is 15% off right now while I'm live. I don't know how long this special is going to be going for, but if you click over, get it here, you're going to be able to save some money. They could take this special off at any point. I don't know when. So if you want this, be sure to get it now. And let's see. Yes, they come in purple, gray, blue, and black. There you go. So guys, you don't have to get a purple one unless you want to. Then we're going to let you. We aren't going to tell you what color you can and can't get. I just think the purple one's kind of pretty. So what do we got next? I'm trying to get this Monday to work for me. I hope you're having a good Monday. Next up, this is something you're all familiar with. Even if you don't have one, you've heard of one. And granted, iPhone came out with their brand new iPhone 13. Oh my gosh, the Apple fanboys went crazy. I mean, I couldn't believe it. Everybody was going nuts. I personally, this is my first Apple phone. And I've had it since May. I'm an Android girl, but to do Amazon Live, I had to get an Apple. I went with the iPhone 11. I didn't need the newest, brand new phone. I needed one that would work. So I have found Apple is not as horrid as I'd always thought it was. I made fun of a lot of my friends that run the iPhone. I've always made fun of. Then when I got one, they laughed at me. So I wanted to pull this up. This is a renewed. Now, when you get a renewed product on Amazon, it is basically one they have sent out. Someone opened it. Maybe it had a little scratch. Maybe they said it didn't work right, whatever. And they sent it back. Amazon takes it. They make sure everything has gone through from top to bottom. Make sure it works. Because you and I both know sometimes things get sent back and it's more of a user error or they, who knows what. That's what renewed is. So it could have needed a screen. I don't know. But here you can see 10,729 ratings. I mean, and it's 4.5 stars. They're not going to send you something broken. It's going to be in great working condition, whatever it was they needed to do. Now, right now on the Apple iPhone 11, and this is 64 gigabyte. It's not a big one because all I use it for is streaming on Amazon. It is $37 off. Actually, this price is less than what I paid. They put the price down after I bought mine. That's okay. I'll get over it. But looking for a phone that's not super expensive, has a great camera. The camera is great on this. I also use this for when I do a car show out and about, and I'm doing it on Amazon Live. So I put this on my gimbal and do complete car shows live right here. YouTube or Amazon Live. I wanted to show those to you because it is part of my video gear. And there again, I take it everywhere. I don't know the phone number on it, but I use it for video. I use it for Clubhouse videos, Amazon Live. I'm sure I use it some. It's just not my main business phone. Next item up is something. Now mine's going to look different than the one I showed you because we revamped it to use in a way that it wasn't designed to be used. You get that? I know. But it happens. This is for your Samsung microphone. You attach it to your mic stand. Ooh, I have that way tightened down. We have an attachment on this one because you're going to get this piece, not this extension because I had it. But you attach it, you put your mic through, and it's going to keep it from bouncing and moving on your desk or on your mic stand and causing issues. This one we have revamped because we put a piece of metal down here that is not normally there. We put this metal across here because we attached a C920, Logitech C920 camera and put it on a light stand. That's why mine's a little different. But I wanted to show them to you because they do work great. It depends on what kind of microphone you have. And there again, I've got extra pieces on it. You're going to just attach it, put it on your mic stand, and not have to worry about that mic moving. It's a shock mount. There's not a whole lot I can say about it. And especially since mine, we did attach to the, I'll pull this up, and you can save 36% right now, today, on this shock mount. What can I tell you? Saving money. Again. But I will show you what we did to it. Let me see where because I needed a camera that I could move into different areas easily. I wanted it to be stable, but I wanted to have it so I could move it in different places, up and down, things like that. So we took the shock mount, have our little attachment, so I got more options. And then we took this piece of metal, bent it over the edges, put a hole in it, and that way I could attach my camera and I have more options of being able to move it. It's where you take something you have and make it work in another way. Because I no longer use my Samsung mic very often. So that's why I took this and changed it. Just figured I'd show you that just because you buy something doesn't mean you're going to use it for that. At least I don't. We have all kinds of things around here that aren't being used the way they were designed. But we got them to use at one point, and then because of change of gear or equipment, we no longer use them, but we still have them, so we make them for what we want. And oops, let me reach. The next item is one of my favorite little thingies, honestly, because I love listening to music. And I like to listen to music whether I'm outside repotting my plants, if I'm driving in the car and you're thinking, Cheryl, just turn on your radio. Well, that would be great, but mine doesn't work. So instead of going and getting a whole new radio and getting it all done, I don't want to mess with that. So I have my little speakers. I have 2 of these. These are, I'll pull those up for you so you can see them. These are the Ultimate Ears Wonder Boom. I love this thing. Like I said, I have 2 of them. And they're Bluetooth wireless speakers, 360 sound because it goes all the way around. And they have 6,971 ratings. You can see right. Oh, well, I wasn't going to click it. I don't know why. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Let me see. Why am I doing that? Nope. Nope. Well, that didn't work out so well. I lost it. I don't know where it went. It's Monday. So these are amazing. They say they will float. They are not waterproof as far as I would not take them and take them out in the swimming pool and just throw them in. Doesn't seem smart to me. But they are somewhat water resistant. I'll put it that way, is the way I look at it. Could you throw them in a pool and they'd be fine? I don't know. I'm not going to try because I like them. So you can hook these up to your phone. Anything Bluetooth, they'll connect. And since I have 2, I can pair them so that I can set them apart. And they are, it's a little more closer to the stereo sound. As far as little speakers, you've got your volume decrease, your volume increase. You can also, of course, do that on your device. Rugged little things. I'm telling you, they are rugged. Now, they do come with a charging cord, and you just charge them right there. I charge them with, when I'm out traveling, because if they go dead, I charge them with this. No kidding. I use this for everything. That's my Anchor power pack. These are just handy. I can take them anywhere I want to go. Out in the yard, down to the park, in my car. They work great. So if you're looking for some cool little speakers, and they sound great, just because, don't let the size fool you, because I thought they're just little balls. They sound great. So the Wonder Boom, right there. I think you'll like them, especially if you're like me, and when you have to go out and do stuff, you want to take your music with you, because I have neighbors, they play some music. They play a lot of music, and it's really pretty loud, and it's not really the kind of music I want. So I take my own with me to drown theirs out. I think they make a great Christmas gift. And like I said, get 2. You can pair them together. Put one out front, one out back. Heck, put one on each shoulder, whatever you want to do. You know, they used to carry the big boom boxes. This has gotten easier. So those are the Ultimate Ears Wonder Boom 2. Awesome, awesome, awesome. They've got 6,975 rankings. And you know what they rank? How many stars do you think they have? 5 stars. I love them. You'll love them. Everybody should have some. At least I think you should. And what do we have next? The next item I do have, I can show it to you because I have it right here and I use it. I'm using it today. I did an unboxing last week and I couldn't wait to unbox it because I needed it because my keyboard was broke. So I'll pull it up so you can see it. Here we go. It's a keyboard. It really is. And as you can see, it is a wireless keyboard by TechNet. 2.4 gigahertz, ultra slim, portable, compact, blah, blah, blah. You get the idea. It does have the scissor keys. Let me show it to you, because there's a few things I want you to know about it. Don't worry, it had coffee on it earlier, so it's not too dirty. Now, it's this small, okay? I'm going to try to move over so you have it. It does not have the numbers keypad. So if you need the 10 keypad on it, it doesn't have that. It is so lightweight. It just is super lightweight. And as you can tell, it's ultra thin. It does have the little bump here so that it sets it at an angle for you. You can't get a keyboard much thinner than this. The keys are also low profile. They do have the scissor. This is not the quietest keyboard I've ever owned in my life. It's not terribly noisy, but it's not a silent keyboard, because I know some people want a keyboard that makes no noise. I personally love keyboards that make no noise, but that doesn't always happen. Now, I saw some people asking, it does have an on and off switch. So if you decide you want to take it to use with your laptop or whatever, you can turn it off, pack it away. If you think it'll save battery, you can turn it off. I don't turn my keyboards off. Then again, I don't know, maybe I should. Save battery. They don't use much. And when you first get it, some people couldn't find a USB thingy. It's right back in this little area whenever you first get it. Mine, of course, is in the computer now. And it takes two, I believe these are AAAs. Yep. 2 AAA batteries. I should have put my Amazon batteries in there so you could see those. But it's just a small, lightweight keyboard. I don't know what else to tell you about it. It's a keyboard. It's lightweight. It's inexpensive. You can get it for the kids. They can haul it around in their backpacks because it's not as big. Seriously. Let me see. Do I have... I got my tape measure. Let's see how big it is. If I can get it to go. Don't you love these live shows? Some people are so graceful. Some of them cook. Some of them do fashion. I just have all kinds of issues. There you go. That's how long it is. It's small. That's why I like it. It's little. I don't want something taking up my whole entire desk. I have no urge for that. They also right now have a $3 off coupon. How long it'll last, I don't know. But as of right now, they do have a $3 off coupon. It's inexpensive, kids. You're going to get your money's worth. And if the kids take it somewhere and, God forbid, they forget to bring it home, they'll be out of a keyboard, but your life isn't over. It's 4.5 stars. Good to go. Now, I am looking to see what I have next. The next item up. I just want to do the next item up for bid on The Price is Right. we don't get to bid on things. And they won't let me do the prices right. Now the next item, I do have a video I can show you because I made a shoppable video. So let me go through a couple of things because we're gonna look at this. I have them everywhere. I have another one down here too. That's how much I love these. I'm not kidding. It's the only mouse I use. And if you hear my garbage truck, don't freak out. That's all it is. It's the garbage truck going by today, which he's way late. I thought he'd already been here and gone by now. So we could just, I wish I was on my mobile right now. We could run out and say hi to the garbage man. That would freak him out, huh? But yeah, the next item I do use, I have used this type of mouse for years. If I can't find them one day, I will cry. In fact, I should have Logitech send me a case of them just in case, so I can live out my days using my favorite mouse. If you're just tuning in, there's a follow button right below the video. You can click that so that you can follow me. I greatly appreciate it. Makes Amazon think I'm special, and I need all the help I can get when it comes to Amazon, especially if they watch this video about how many times I have had total oopses today. And my name is Cheryl Locke, also known as Off the Jacks, doing car videos. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram. I never go there. You could find me on Facebook, but Facebook's been down today. I think Instagram's down today. I am on Twitter. Twitter seems up today. It's not down. TikTok, Off the Jacks. On LinkedIn, I'm Cheryl Locke. So there you go. Figured I'd let you know who you're talking to and watching today. If you got questions, there is a chat option. Ask away. I'll see if I can help you. So I've got all of these products in my care, so I do use them. So I can try to answer as many questions as you got. We will see how it goes. All right, we're looking at the next product. I'd like to do a few little updates to keep everybody knowing what's going on. We have been live for an hour and about hour and a half. We're finding all kinds of stuff. And I'm doing good today. I'm over halfway through. And that's good for me. Trust me. I've done some long shows. And here we go. Let me see here. Now this, like I said, next item, the mouse, Logitech M187. I'm going to play you a little video so you can find out more about it.
Eek! It's a mouse. Not that kind of mouse. This kind of mouse. A Logitech M187. Small, portable, easy on your hand, easy on your wrist. Let's take a look. This is my go-to everyday mouse. I love this mouse. At about 3 inches long by 2 inches wide, and it's only a little over an inch tall. Makes it the perfect size so your hand can fit over it. Your hand isn't being stretched. You have easy way to move it around without putting any strain on your wrist or your hands. Now, this is a USB mouse, and it has a nice little arrow, but don't just yank that out because you're going to need in here. You can pop this open, and voila, here is your USB. You'll need that to plug in your battery. It also has an on-off switch. So, pull that out, and this is small enough it will fit in any bag. Take it anywhere easily, and I think you're going to like it. So if you want a small, portable, quality mouse, check out the Logitech M187.
There you go. My Logitech M187. Like I said, I do love these mice. They are handy, and yes, just to prove, I have them. And I have another one. I got 2 this last time I ordered, so that in case this one dies, I have 2. Because I'm always afraid they're going to quit making them, and then I won't have them. But because of how small my hands are, they're easy for me. And if I have to use a bigger mouse where it stretches my hand or makes me have to bend my wrist, it's not good. I do a lot of video editing, photo editing, things like that. I am clicking all day. And so my mice do wear out. I will tell you, it will eventually wear out. I go through one a year, but I couldn't live without it. And it on and off switch, takes the battery. Also great for packing away. So there you go. Logitech M187, the mouse of choice. And what do next? Next up is, I'll pull this up for you so you can see it. Oh, we'll put, and this has even got, you're going to save $12.55 right now. I don't know how long this special will last, but I always like to point out that whenever it says a special, I have no say so on how long the special will last. It could be, if you're watching the replay, it could be gone. I don't know. They don't tell me. So with this is for your external hard drive. So if you take a lot of pictures, a lot of videos, you have a lot of ebooks that you actually download and save, anything like that, having an external hard drive is how I save hundreds of thousands of photos from car shows, from businesses where I do that for them. I do 360 pictures, 360 videos. I have a ton of files, and right now I've got 3 external hard drives, different kinds, because I've gotten different ones over the years. Here is the WD My Book. This one that I'm showing you is 1 terabyte. It does come in 1.5, 2, 3, and 4 terabyte. So you can get the storage space you need. And this one is pretty much, I will say it's silent. I have had hard drives that you can hear, the external hard drives. Some of them you can actually hear when you go to pull up something out of those files, you can hear it clicking, and it sounds like it might, I don't know, it doesn't always sound good to me, but this one is silent. I couldn't tell you when I opened that up. It's just quiet. But I've got 2 hard drives listed in here because I have, like I said, I have 3 external hard drives hooked up right now. And I have different hard drives for different things. And these are all external. So a lot of people that make YouTube videos, they say, do you then just, once you edit your video and you put it up on YouTube, do you delete it so you have room on your computer? No, I don't. If they're extremely old and something I'm never going to use again, yes. I've got, I moved some files off my desktop not long ago, and I moved 300,000 pictures off my desktop onto an external hard drive and put them in where they needed to be. So when I say I have a lot of pictures, I have a lot. This is how I store all of those things. And And depending on who you are, you might have one for video, an external hard drive for video, and one just for pictures. Or like I have one that's all that's on there now is car show stuff, whether it's car show pictures, car show videos, car show 360. Everything on it is from car shows. I have folders with the dates. I have and then I label each folder in that year by date, by show. Then in there, I label them by file type, whether it's a video. And that's, I even, no kidding, I even put them whether they're the Samsung or the Apple. I put, are they taken with a big still camera? I sort everything down. Every time I get home from a car show, whatever video or pictures are on these devices, I download onto the correct external hard drive. And that way they are empty, because I don't want to get out to a show and not have room to take the video I need to do. Same with my 360 camera. Download everything onto the correct hard drive. I don't like keeping everything on my computer because, one, I don't have enough room. For another, if I'm going somewhere, I can decide which hard drive I want to take by what I'm going to need while I'm there. I don't need to take all three. And I can't take my desktop. Now that I've got my laptop, I don't take my desktop. So I can take just the external hard drive I need, whether I just need it to download pictures or whether I'm going to have to pull up different clips or footage or whatever from that. So that got an eyelash going across there. That's why I have external hard drives, and I suggest if you do a lot of pictures and videos, you get one too. So like I said, I've got two different ones highlighted here, and it kind of did. I haven't noticed, honestly, I don't notice one being better than the other. Seagate has a huge name in this arena, so that is something you're probably going to recognize is names. The second one I have highlighted, like I said, I have this one also. I have three. I don't have my other one on the carousel, but looking for an external hard drive, I've given you two choices today. Both of them are excellent. I don't have any problems with them. Let me see this. Oh, this one is 4 terabytes. I knew I had a 4 terabyte one, and it's had 8,448 ratings, and it's 4.5 stars. Seagate, a lot of computers, you may have had a Seagate on your actual computer hard drive. The externals, plug them into your USB port, whether that's your laptop or your desktop. Save all your images, your photos, your important files. Also, and I'm not saying this to be a Debbie Downer or anything. We had a fire in our we had a huge fire in our area not long ago, and several homes were lost right on my street. But one of the things I did, once we got everybody out of that area, and it was still down the street a ways, I needed to come in and make sure I grabbed things, of course, dogs, but I couldn't take them out at the moment. But when I started grabbing stuff to pack, one of the things I grabbed, because I didn't know if I was going to, if it came down to it, be able to grab my desktop. My 3 hard drives, boom, 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 unhooked those from my computer. They were in a bag like that, ready to go. If something would have happened and I lost my complete computer, that would be one thing. But I have so many pictures and videos and family things. They're all on those external hard drives. So those were top of list of things to take. I'm pretty sure I would have been able to, in fact, I had all my camera gear packed up. Every piece of camera gear was packed to go. I probably could have got my desktop and a couple of monitors in there too. I wasn't sure how fast I was going to have to go. At least it was down a little ways, but yeah, having my external hard drives meant that I could take all my family photos quickly. That's kind of important. My dogs were the top priority. Dogs, dog food, blankets were done. They were ready. And then I started looking around for other stuff. Thankfully, it didn't come to that, so I didn't have to worry. But it was a little scary trying to figure out what am I going to do. I guess I would have just done what I had to do and lived with it, because can't really stop some things from happening, like a fire. So if you're looking for external hard drives, there you go. You got two choices today, different sizes, both quality. Like I said, I use both of them. Don't have any problems with them. Now this next item, there's a good chance you're going to laugh at me. I laughed at myself when I got it, when I even looked at it, when I ordered it. I'm still laughing at myself, and that's okay. I've shown you some nice, expensive things I bought. This is one of those things where I got it and I thought, it's $10. Who cares? I'll see if it works for what I need it for. I'm going to show it to you. You can laugh. I'm okay. It is a neck phone holder. Joe, why do you need that for? Because I do a lot of stuff. And I have it right here. I wanted to show it to you so that you too could laugh. And I'll show you what all they do with it before I tell you what I do, why I got it. I mean, it's... Why am I not going? I'm not even sure which page I'm on. But my image isn't there. Okay. I think it was... I'm just showing you this so you know. Shows you how to put it together. Super easy. And then here, you can put around your neck. You can put around your waist. You can set it like this on a desktop. Or hold it for a selfie stick. Okay, you got that. I don't care if you're laughing at me. I'm good with it. Okay, here it is. Now, I do want to show you this. Is how far this will stretch. Now, I'm going to put... Here it is. This is my Samsung S20 Plus. So it's one of the larger phones. I want to show you. I'm going to try to show you. Can I? Why can't I get it? Oh, I'm trying to push the wrong end. That's why. It holds my S20 Plus. So it stretches a lot. And as you can see, this wiring is heavy. It's really heavy duty. It's because I can't see it. It's almost like what you would have in a bike lock or something. I don't know. It's heavy. My phone ain't going nowhere. And you can take this and move your phone around however you need it. So you can sit and use it to watch videos or whatever. Has padding here. It's got this foamy stuff. Now, I know what you're thinking. Cheryl, did somewhere send that to you? Is that why you got it? Because that's a weird thing to have. No, I bought it. I paid good money for this, like $9.99. I'm going to show you why. When I go to car shows, if I'm going to do Amazon Live, and YouTube at the same time to broadcast live to both places, then what I have to do is part of it is ran on my Android phone. So I put this in my gimbal. The problem is I also have to use my iPhone to be able to read comments and to switch items in the carousel. Now, I can't do all of it from here because I have to run through another program. So what I do, I have this in a gimbal, and this I have to also hold. I only have two hands. I mean, that doesn't work well. So what I did was I got this little contraption thingy. Oops. And I know what you're thinking, Cheryl, you look like a fruit. Now, here's the thing. Now when I'm out, I've got this phone on my gimbal and I'm doing my video. I've got this phone and I need it down more, but you won't be able to see it if I do, so that I can read your comments on Amazon Live. I can switch my carousel. Here, let me look at this. Anybody tuning in? And that's why I got this. I'm not joking. It is so that I can have a hand free, because it gets really hard to hold something in both hands as you're doing those car shows, because some of those shows, the one I did this past weekend, I did one Friday night and Saturday morning. Both of them were 2.5 hours. To walk around with something in both hands for 2.5 hours is hard. It's ridiculous. So that's why I got this. I know. You're jealous. You're thinking you wish you had one of those. You can have one. And it works for what it is and what I need it for. And like they show, you can put it on to watch a movie or put it under the mattress of your bed to hold your phone up. All kinds of things you can do with it. That's just what I use it for. And yes, I look kind of goofy walking around, but I really didn't care. It got the job done. And my guys and gals with cars get super excited when I do Amazon Live of the car shows, because they get seen by a whole new group of people. So they don't care how fruity I look. So there it is. I wanted to show it to you because it might be something you need. And it works. Let me see here. Next up, if you're new here, click that follow button. I greatly appreciate it. Next up, I mean, how hard is it? I mean, you know what it is. It's a cord. And this one is for iPhones. iOS. You can tell by the the little pluggy in thing, it won't go in Android. Let me see here. Yeah, you get 3 of them for $9.99. That's what I was looking for. I wasn't sure what the price was for all 3. I got, ouch. not you, you can stay. My little dog, she decided she's going to start making a lot of noise. Have to tell her, get your butt out. I like these, they're 6 foot long. And the thing is, earlier, when I was talking about using my battery pack and doing car shows and walking around doing video and stuff with my battery pack, I put it in the back pocket of my blue jeans. This cord is long enough that then I can string that cord up to whatever I'm doing. Lots of cords are so short that you can't do that. So this is 6 foot long. I suggest everyone get a pack of these, $10, so that you can have them 6 foot long. I have the same exact cord pack for Android because I run both. But that way, when I'm plugged in, I got plenty of cord to use, and I don't have to keep, the phone and the charger right next to each other. I got 6 feet. Also, got kids in the back seat of the car need to charge their phone. Maybe your mother-in-law wants to charge her phone and you don't want her sitting up front. If you have one of these in your charger in your car, you can pass it back to her instead of having her move up front by you, where she can easily see what you're doing and yell at you. 6 foot cords. These are awesome. They even have a cool little, look at that, this little thing to go around so that you can loop it, because I use the twisty bread ties on a lot of them. I like this. I like my little thingy I got. There. See? Keep everything together nice, even though it's not. And then, all right. Are you having fun yet? I am. And, oh, I didn't even highlight those. Daggone, I'm sorry. It's Monday. Hope you're having a good Monday. Tomorrow's going to be Tuesday, and it's going to be better than Monday. I have a feeling. So, I am Cheryl Locke, Off the Jacks on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Giphy, Giphy.com. You can find me on Off the Jacks. Giphy.com/offthejacks. You can see a bunch of car gifts. So, all right, are we ready for the next one? And we have, now mine has a little different because I have the cover on it. This is, I take it off, but this is, I don't want to have to put it back on. This is my Rode Pro mic. Rode. I've had this for probably 5-6 years. Easy. 5-6 years. It has gone all over the place. And yes, everybody wants to pet it. Dogs. I'm going to give you this little tip right now. If you're using a mic like this, I used it with my LG phone. Now I have to get an adapter because it won't work with my Android phone. My new Android has the other kind of plug, so it won't work. You have to use an adapter. But if you have this out and about, using it for, say, using it with a phone, when you see a dog and you want to get video of that dog, that's great. Dogs will attack this. Dogs always think it's a stuffed toy for them, so they have a tendency to want to attack it. Just letting you know. Rode microphones are very well known. Rode has all kinds of microphones. This is one that I got because it can pick up I mean, it's amazing. I got really angry when I got my new Android phone and it didn't connect because I love this mic. One of my favorite mics in the whole world. I just needed to be able to hook it up, and I can use it with other things, but not my phone anymore. Interviews, great for doing interviews because it will pick that up. In fact, I used to do car shows and use this, and I actually have a little piece that we made for it so I could carry it easily attached to my phone. Well, my phone was on a gimbal. We had a whole when everybody designs, builds cars and things like that, when you tell them they're great at building little contraptions to make what you have work. But I would get home from different car shows and be editing the video, and I would hear conversations that I'm sure I didn't need to hear, and I'd have to blank them out. But this could pick up audio so well. When the rat rods would go by and I was using this mic, it sounded, even on video, like they were right there. So the Rode Pro mic is amazing. I just wish they could change their Dear Rode, can you change this and make it to plug into my Android phone I'd rather have it plug into my Android. So Rode, if you're watching, please. I doubt they pay much attention to me. I can try. And we are moving right along. Now, I showed you a time-lapse camera earlier that I have had so much fun with. This next camera the time-lapse camera was fun. It has been used, abused. It's been set outside. It has been hooked up in a guy's shop for 5 weeks while he built a rat rod. We hooked it up. It goes on the dashboard of my car, all kinds of stuff. This next camera I pretty much baby it. I use it for work. It's a money camera that I make money with. So it gets treated much differently. The price tag is also a little bit different. Could be part of it. So if you want to take 360 images and you don't want to use, say you want to do these for businesses, that's why I do virtual tours. So I can go into a business and take a 360 image and take them throughout the business and then put them on, say, their Google Maps, what have you, so that you can go and look at them and feel like you were there because you can see all around. You can do that with a DSLR, and you can even get the special tripods and mounts so that it moves. Then you have to stitch them together and all that. Those are amazing. But, and Brad says, the Rode Pro mic is $50 less than when he bought. Yeah. I've seen a couple of things today where I'm like, hey, I paid more than that. But that's okay. A lot of this stuff I've had for years. So, brands have come out with newer versions, so it's more expensive and they start dropping it down, which I get that. I just wish I could get the new version. But I'm not going to spend the money to get a new version of something that I have that still works. And it's good that it still works. So, like I said, this next camera is something you could use for a business. I'm going to show it to you. This is the Ricoh Theta Z One. This is a one-shot 360 camera. And what I mean by a one-shot is instead of taking so many pictures and having to stitch them together, you can take one picture and get a full 360. I'm going to turn this over for a minute. I'm going to find, I've got it pulled up here. Here it is. All right. What I'm going to show you is a 360 picture I took at a local business at Ed Bozart Chevrolet. They had a big car show out there. And I took some 360 pictures during the car show so we could put them on their Google Maps, so that when people search them on Google, they can go and look at this. Let me screen share. Google Maps earlier was not working. Let's hope it does now. This is a 360 image. Is it going to? Yeah, here we go. And as you can tell, this is during the car show. And actually right there, let me turn that off. All right. That was the neighbor's rat rod calling me. This is, I'm standing right over there. So I'm working this camera with my phone. And I'm over there talking to Levi. And there's Levi's yellow car. But as you can see, this is on Google Maps. And it is a true 360. Now, here, this is where the tripod was. Where you see my logo is where the tripod is. But it is 360. So I wanted to show you what the camera does so that you realize it really is a 360 camera. And I use my images on Google Maps. So that's why I pulled that one up. I've got a whole bunch of them. I've got some in businesses, some at car shows, bike shows, all kinds of things like that for fun. The Theta Z is a great camera. It's a little more expensive than like a real beginner 360 or Insta360 has some great 360 cameras from what I understand. I don't own one. If you never know, one day I might get one. Dear Insta360, I don't have one. You can. I heard that Insta360 cameras take great video. I don't know. This is the 360 camera, the Theta Z. Now, I am super duper careful with this because of the price tag and because it's hard to use it to make money if it's broken. So what happens is you see two lenses, right? And they each take a half a shot, a half a picture. And then you can stitch those two together, which is easy. They have a program to do that. You can attach it to a tripod. I like to use a light stand rather. I don't use a tripod because it leaves a big open area. I use a light stand and then I have a small area and I put my logo over it. This does take raw images, DNG. It will take JPEG. You can shoot bracketed images. So you can shoot, if you don't know, that's okay, because I had to learn all this. So instead of just taking it with one light setting, I can take a light one a little darker, one a little bit darker, a lot darker, and so on, up to 9. I don't recommend doing 9. For what I do, I don't. But I usually take 3 to 5. And so I have a really light one and a really dark one and a couple in between. And then I can, depending on how you want to do it, either you have the choice to just pick one, or you can use different programs and blend them together to get a more even lighting situation. It all comes, it's a learning curve, I'll tell you that. But this is an awesome camera. You can use this to start a 360 virtual tour business. The quality is not DSLR. It's not the same. We know that. DSLR cameras are super expensive. This also, though, is less expensive, the camera itself. It's quicker and easier to edit and get the images. Therefore, your prices can be lower. If someone is using a DSLR camera to do 360 images, their prices are going to be a lot higher. There are some businesses that don't want to pay that much, so they would much rather pay you to come and use a one-shot, be able to edit the images to help them out, and you can charge them less than these guys that charge thousands and thousands of dollars to do the same area. You can charge maybe a few hundred or 1,000. So this is a great camera. I take excellent care of it. In fact, I keep mine, it comes with a charging cord. I keep mine in a padded box because if the lens breaks, it does not have a replaceable lens. So therefore, if the lens breaks, you have to send it in. You're probably about as well off just to get a new one. But that's if the lens gets scratched. You cannot just replace just the lens. You have to, it's a big ordeal. 360 images are cool. And like I said, this is a little bit more expensive than some you can get. So think about what you're doing. I have one, an old one, that I take and I put it on a selfie stick and stick it out the car window going down the freeway when we do car cruises. It's also been strapped on a tripod that my friend made. You heard his rat rod. He made it to go on top of his rat rod, and I screw my old 360 camera on it, and I can take 360 video while we cruise down the Las Vegas Strip. This camera isn't going on a tripod on top of a rat rod, nor is it going out the window on a selfie stick, because no, I'm not replacing it. So there you go, 360 cameras. And what do we have next? Next up, I talked about the Saramonic mics earlier. I can do it again in case you're just tuning in. Let me get a drink. We've been online a little over 2 hours. Hope you're finding some cool video gear. And you never know what video gear I'm putting up, because I have boxes of it. I have tons of it, so I just pull out different things whenever I do one of these shows to show whatever. I never know. That's probably why I had the wrong gimbal up earlier. Cordless mics. I talked about this at the beginning of the show for the iOS. This one is for Android. I've got, and since it's been 2 hours, I'll do it again. You can get this for the Android and the iOS. You can look through the carousel down below if you need the other one. The only difference is the receiver. This is for an Android, as you can tell. The other one let me grab it, is for an iOS. You can tell by the plugs. So that is your main difference. So when you order, if you order the wrong one, it will not work. You have to order it for what device you're going to use it for. And also, if you order for your iOS, you can't then use it in your Android, which is why I have two. Honestly, that's why. Because I run both types of phones and I needed one for each. So, like I said, this is your receiver. Now plug this in here. And it plugs in. You can see the little blue light flashing. That means it's connected. I do take off my phone case because it fits so snug. If you have much of a phone case, it is not going to make a good connection. So when I use it, I take my phone case off. Now, it comes with charging cords. It also comes with lapel mics. See? Yes. And it's long. So you can put the piece in your back pocket and still have plenty of cord. Okay. This, let me get my hand going, is your mic. Believe it or not, it does have a mic here. So you could clip this on and use it as a mic. You can use it as a directional, or you can plug a lapel mic in. Clip this on your belt or on your pocket. Attach this up here. Then you look like a pro. Hello, hello. Now, some of the cool things about this is I got the mics with two mics on it. So if I want to do interviews, I have two of them. And I don't have to stand this far from the person and try to use this. I can actually hook up the lapel mics and we don't have to stand next to each other. I'm going to turn these on. There you go. Now, if you look, you're going to notice this one doesn't have much dark blue. This one has a lot of dark blue. That is the volume. Let me see. This is the volume. And what's really cool is each one can be a different volume. And so if you want, that one's, oh, it's going dead. Look at that. I had it out earlier. They don't have to be at the same volume. So if you're interviewing someone who talks very quietly, you can turn their mic up. Maybe you're very loud like me. I could turn my mic down so that when I go to edit the audio or edit the video, my audio is going to be more even. Otherwise, if who I'm talking to is very quiet, I will have to find their spots in the video and boost their audio for every piece. And that can be a royal mess. This way, I can boost their volume or turn mine down so that they end up even. Voila! Now, like I said, I do run these for Android and iPhone. And just so you can see, I'm not joking. I do. These are my Apple for my iOS. They have tape on them. And the reason why I don't use the same mics is because I want these paired with this receiver so I can easily change. These two are paired with my Android. I know. I think if I just had one set and 2 different receivers, I'd have to pair these. And to do that, you have to get the little pin and push and hold and set. That would be, yeah, not worth it to me. Especially to keep track of that little pin and have to use it when you're out and about. So those are the Saramonic cordless mics. And like I said, in the carousel, I have one for the iOS and for the Android, so you can find them for the device you use. I'm going to put these right back here. All right. You know, we're doing pretty good. We're moving right along. The next item is sitting right back here. I had surgery not too long ago, and I knew I was going to have to stay in bed, lay on the couch. I wasn't going to be able to sit here, and I wanted to still be able to get on my computer, my laptop, even if it was to watch a movie or just check email. After you have brain surgery, reading on this is not necessarily good to sit there and do this. So I wanted to be able to put things on my TV and on my laptop and do it that way. So let me pull it up just so you can see it on Amazon. I like to show you what it is on Amazon so you know when you click through if you've got the right page. Well, hello, Gina Capone and Juju. Holy smokes, Gina and Juju, what are you two doing hanging out together? I am now afraid, because when you see trouble in your chat stream, I hope you girls are having a good day. Be sure to put a link to your page. Yeah, I'm not trusting y'all. I see you two in rooms before. For everybody else watching, when you see someone in the chat and they have the little circle, blue circle with a check mark, they're also live streamers here on Amazon. And they do all kinds of different shows. I'm doing tech today. You can go over and check out Juju and Gina. They have all kinds of cool stuff. And I can tell you, when you go to Gina's stream, if you hit the follow button, you might get to see her Lawrence Welk bubble machine. There you go. There is Juju's stream. Juju has some cool stuff for your home. And I never know what she's going to have. There you go. And Gina's stream is there too. So I want everybody to go check them out. You might be able to find some cool stuff. And as for me, we are having a great Monday. I'm sure my girls are having a good Monday. You're bubbleless. Oh no. Gina has lost the bubble machine. Gina will probably not do a live stream until she gets more bubbles. Oh, good Lord. It's Monday. I've been on for 2 hours and 24 minutes. Just because I love being here with all of you. And we've had tons of gear. And this next time, like I said, when I got home from surgery, it was a must-have. And actually, I've been looking down here because I still got stuff in my box I didn't even put in the carousel. But that's okay, because I think we did enough today. The next item, like I said, is sitting back here, but instead of me getting up and trying to show y'all, I will let you hear more about it the easy way. Before I went in for surgery, I needed something that I could use while laying in bed or on the couch during recovery. So we ordered the Song Mix
portable laptop table. Let's take a look at it. This is a bamboo laptop table. It has vents so your laptop doesn't overheat. And when we measure across the entire table, it comes out to 21 3/4 inches. Now, the width is 13.5. This portion where your laptop can sit measures out at 14 1/4 inches and raises to about 45 degrees. You can also, if you don't want to do that, you have up to 6 options, one being totally flat in case you want to use it for lunch. It also has an area for a cup, and if you have anything you want to store, say a stylus pen, something like that, it does have a drawer that pulls out. Now, if you want to use it on your couch or a smaller area, you might want to know the width of the legs. Maximum width here is 28 inches across. It also raises to a maximum of 11.5 inches. The legs fold down. It can be folded completely flat for portability, storage, anything like that. This piece does come off and can be stored in the little drawer in case you don't want it there while you're eating lunch. So go ahead, check it out. It might just be what you need.
There you go. Great little laptop table. It's lightweight. It's bamboo. Well, you heard it. What more can I tell you? So if you're looking for a nice little laptop table, go check out the Song Mics. Song Mics. I don't know how to say some of these. Some of these brands should really, really, really put pronunciations for us. So if you're new here, be sure to click the follow button. I greatly appreciate it. My wiener dog greatly appreciates it. And my ornery dog that I kicked out of the room earlier appreciates it. There you go. Got to be honest with y'all. Not going to feed you no baloney. My one dog is less than. She's something. I'm not quite sure what happened to her, but I think she was dropped on her head as a baby. But anyway, so you've seen me all day pulling stuff out of my box, the box I have. And this is my trunk organizer. And as I've been saying all day, I do a lot of car shows out and about, which means I then have a lot of gear in the back of my car. Sometimes I have gear. I have tons of bottles of water. I carry, of course, water, not only for me, but for my car in case it overheats. I've got oil. I've got all kinds of things in my trunk. The problem is, maybe it's the way I drive is the problem, but it can get slung all over. Not no more. Now, also, between having my little car with the trunk or the more of an SUV type car where everything slides all over the back, I'm gonna show you how I stopped that issue right there. I'll show you here on first. I've got it down here, but this is a trunk organizer, also great for your SUVs, and it's made really good. I wasn't sure with the price. I thought, I wonder. It's nice. You know, sometimes you don't have to spend $1 million to get something nice. It is one of #1 best sellers for trunk organizers. Right now, you can save 11%, so $3 off. Yes. Pretty daggone good dealing. 41,000 ratings, and it's 4.5 stars. Yeah. And this one is tan. They do have it in a gray and in a black. So depending, if you want a different color. Okay, I want to show you, do these. For some reason, my rollover's not working. There you go. I mean, I can show this to you. You can put your groceries in it, what have you. I have camera gear. Also, I do a show all about having an emergency car care kit where you're going to have, your lights, maybe a air compressor to air up a flat tire, all of these things. And you need something to organize all that stuff in. That's one car. That's what we have in one of these organizers is all of our emergency car care. Now, I want to show you that I actually have, I'll take this strap. This strap attaches on the side, and it also has one on this side. And that is so you can then attach it to something else to keep it from the whole box from moving around. So that's cool. It's got handles on the inside so you can actually pick it up and carry it. As you can see inside, you've got some dividers. This one is just a lightweight divider. You can unsnap it. It's got the centerpiece. The bottom you put in. Whenever it came, it had the bottom folded up, and I had to put that in. Not a big deal. You'll be able to do it. The pockets on the front. Now, this one has a little bit of more room. I'm trying to hold it up for you. Now, in here, I know I can't do it. The lighting is wrong. This is a rubberized backing. And so it's not going to, if something's damp, whether you've got something cold that's going to sweat or something spills, it's not going to stain everything. It's a rubberized coating in there. And this one, of course, nice pocket, same thing, rubberized. On the sides here, you have tight netted pockets. And then you can attach. I haven't figured out what those are unless it's just another way to attach stuff. I don't know. I honestly don't know what they're for. Maybe y'all can tell me. But it folds up nice, and you've got all of your stuff in one container. So that's what I've been doing for my live shows when I have to gather up a bunch of different products. It's where do I put them? And like I said, the other day I tried putting them all back here, and it was a mess. So now I've been loading up my trunk organizer. So that means I have to get another one so that I can have all of my products here. I can carry them, put them away. Easy to use. So I really hope you've all had a good day. I hope you see the links in the chat to go over and see Gina and Juju. They're both sweethearts. They're fun. You're going to enjoy their show. Like I said, I never know what kind of products they're going to be talking about, but they have fun. And I'm glad y'all came in. I will be on again soon. If you have any questions when you go into one of these Amazon Lives, you can hit that chat. Ask questions. People love when you ask them about the products they're talking about. That's how you know whether or not it's a good fit for what you're looking for. So I hope you're having a great Monday wherever you're at. I'm on the West Coast, so we're getting about dinner time. But those of you that are on the East Coast, you might be getting ready to call it a day. So thank you for tuning in. I am sure I will see you again shortly. Be sure and hit that follow button so that you'll know when I'm on again and you won't miss anything. Not sure what I'm talking about on the next show. but you don't want to miss it. Wednesday, I will be doing Wednesday, October 7th is going to be a special show. It's going to be trigeminal neuralgia awareness. And that's because that is a disorder I have, and I had surgery for it recently. And it's the official Trigeminal Neuralgia Awareness Day. So I'm going to be telling my story. No medical advice, just telling my story and showing support for everybody that has it, because it's a rare disease and people need to know about it. So hope to see you at least then, so you can find out a little bit about this disorder in case one of your friends or family. You never know. I will see you all soon. Have a wonderful day. Go over and see some other live streamers. Check them out. I think you're going to have fun.